Marvel Studios may be preparing to make Avengers Doomsday the most explosive chapter the MCU has ever seen, and if the latest reports are even remotely accurate, this film isn't just another Avengers sequel, it's a make-or-break moment for the entire franchise. After years of mixed reactions, uneven box office results, and growing talk of superhero fatigue, Doomsday is shaping up to be Marvel's bold attempt to remind audiences why the MCU once dominated global pop culture. There is an enormous amount riding on this movie. The Multiverse Saga, which was supposed to be Marvel's next great era, has struggled to maintain momentum. Characters once considered guaranteed hits like Doctor Strange and Captain America have stumbled in recent solo outings, and fan confidence hasn't been as unshakable as it once was. If Avengers Doomsday underperforms, it wouldn't just be another disappointing entry. It could represent a serious fracture in Marvel Studios' long-term vision, one that even future projects might not be able to repair. That's why the reaction to the early Doomsday teasers has been so interesting. On one hand, the X-Men-focused teaser reminded fans that Marvel can still deliver jaw-dropping spectacle when it wants to. On the other, the remaining teasers, which focused more on character positioning and the state of the multiverse, left some viewers uneasy. For a movie with stakes this high, many expected a clearer sense of momentum, urgency, and chaos. Instead, the tone felt measured, even restrained, which led to concerns that Doomsday might be slower paced than past Avengers events. According to a new report, however, those concerns may be completely unfounded. Film commentator John Campea, who has a strong track record when it comes to MCU leaks, claims that Avengers Doomsday will be the most action-heavy Marvel film ever made. Campea's credibility matters here. He was one of the first to leak Andrew Garfield's involvement in Spider-Man No Way Home, long before Marvel officially confirmed it. If his sources are correct this time as well, then Doomsday could be unlike anything audiences have seen before. Campea reports that the film doesn't ease viewers into the story. There is no slow burn, no extended setup phase, and no gradual escalation. Instead, Avengers Doomsday reportedly opens at full throttle, immediately launching into large-scale action that never truly lets up. The way it was described makes it sound less like a traditional MCU structure and more like a sustained cinematic assault, one where the audience is pulled forward from the opening moments and never given a chance to catch their saying. Breath. The phrase that stands out most from the report is the claim that the action will eclipse everything else Marvel's ever done. That's a massive statement, considering the MCU already includes battles like the Battle of New York, the airport fight in Civil War, the Titan showdown in Infinity War, and the final war in Endgame. If Doomsday truly surpasses all of that in scale and intensity, then Marvel is clearly swinging for the fences. This approach makes sense when you consider how crowded the film's roster is expected to be. Avengers. Doomsday isn't just bringing back familiar heroes, it's colliding entire franchises. Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Wakanda, and multiversal variants are all rumored to play key roles. With that many characters involved, a slower, character-driven structure would be nearly impossible to balance. Relentless momentum may be the only way to make the story feel cohesive rather than overwhelming. At the same time, Marvel appears to be playing a long game. If MCU history has taught us anything, it's that the first film in a two-part arc often holds back its biggest surprises. Infinity War laid the groundwork, but Endgame delivered the emotional and narrative payoff. If Doomsday follows that same pattern, it could serve as the non-stop, high-energy collision point, while Avengers Secret Wars becomes the true emotional conclusion of the Multiverse Saga. That would explain why Marvel is reportedly going all in on spectacle here. Doomsday may not be about closure, it may be about escalation. Breaking realities, shattering alliances, and pushing heroes to their absolute limits so that Secret Wars can deal with the aftermath. If that's the plan, then overwhelming action isn't a flaw, it's the foundation. With Avengers Doomsday currently scheduled to hit theaters in December 2026, Marvel still has time to refine its messaging, build anticipation, and regain full control of the narrative around the MCU's future. But one thing is becoming increasingly clear. This film is not playing it safe. Whether it succeeds or fails, Doomsday looks set to redefine what an Avengers movie can be. If you want to stay updated on Avengers, Doomsday, Secret Wars, and everything happening inside the Marvel Cinematic Universe, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more news, breakdowns, and deep dives.